So today I'm at a used car dealer auction and
we gotta go up, never get down.
the amount of repos that are coming through the system right now are absolutely insane. Repos. And today I'm gonna show you what a car dealer pays for this repo right here. And recently we actually bought a repo for my car lot to sell. And later I'll tell you what we actually paid for it. All right, and this repo comes with free seat covers. Oh, and it's right side drive. All right, I always like to check anything Jeep really related that I see at these auctions, just because Stellantis is having such a hard time in this market, and they have been for a long time. So I want to see how that affects the actual wholesale prices of a lot of these things. This is a Jeep. Words are hard. This is a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee. 144,000 miles. There, I finally got it. Outside body, a couple little dings, dents. I don't know if you can see them here, scratches. I mean, it's a 2015, so it's a 10-year-old car. It's going to have that on. The tire is actually really good. Michelin's too. Dirty, more dents, to be expected. All right, try to start this thing out at 10,000. This is the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Drop down $9,500, no bids. Drop down to $9,000, no bids. Drop down to $8,500, no bids. All the way down to $5,000. We got bids now. Roof rack. Somebody used it, so that's good. Oh, it's not good. It's good for their personal health, but not good for the actual vehicle, because that just means it's been rode probably a little bit harder than the average Jeep Grand Cherokee. I'm trying to justify this roof rack and why I said it's good. It's not good. It's not a good sign for a potential buyer. There we go. And we got a crack in the windshield. Anyway, so the inside looks a little bit better than the outside does. Just keep that stuff in mind when we're watching it go through, but we'll check it out. 51, 52. All right, it's gonna roll out. Still bidding on it. Still got $5,200. All right, got $5,200. Seller said, no, we can't do it. It takes $6,500. No sale, no sale, no sale. So I want you to check this line behind me right here. A majority of these vehicles that are behind me are actually repossessed vehicles. And we're seeing more right now during this time of year than we usually see, even with the record rates of repossessions, the record rates of auto loan delinquencies that we're experiencing right now. They have even jumped over the last little time period. And I'll tell you why, because we are actually in the peak right now of repo season. Yes, there is a repo season. What happens? Well, people go with their tax checks, their money from the government, and well, it's their money. The government gets to hold it, and then they get their money back, their refund, around the same time of year, into February, beginning of March. They go and they drop it on a down payment for a car. They drive it for about a month, and then they stop making payments on it. And that's what happens. A lot of cars come and get repossessed right at the beginning of summer because people just stop making payments on their new car that they thought they can actually afford when they could not. So right now we're experiencing that time period where lots and lots of people lose their cars. They show up at auction. It happens every single year, and even more so right now because you're having everything to deal with higher inflation, with people's wages not actually catching up to the amount that groceries are going up. So what does that mean? It means something has to get cut. And right now in this economy, in this environment right now, what's going to get cut? Well, if they have an extra car, even if they have a car that they get to work on, well, I mean, if they get to work in, if it's $500, $550 a month, that's the average payment on a used car right now. Well, they just can't do it. If they can't do it, what happens? Well, they come to the auction where used car dealers like myself can buy them. All right, so I like to check these Wranglers whenever I see them. This one's a 2014. It's got 125,000 miles. It's got 4 doors, and I thought I saw some rust on the other side. I don't see any on the frame on that side. Maybe it's just a bad spot on the other side. There's a guy blocking the door on the other side, so I'll check that in just a minute. But I like to look at these. I mean, I think I might want one at some point. So that's another selfish reason why I actually check it. Maybe, yeah, I think I just saw this from a distance. I don't know how I saw it, but it might have been more of that mud that I actually saw. But the frame's fine. Frame's fine. It looks pretty good. It's got some faded paint on the front. I'm not sure if you can see that on the camera. That's typical with especially a 11-year-old Jeep. Oh, and it's right side drive. All right, here's that right-handed driver Jeep. Right-handed driver Jeep, which got a thumbs up from Matt.
All right, we go, sir. We start. Post office for this one.
Say go to the post office for this one. Try to start at 14.5. Drop down 13,000. No bids. 12.5. No bids.
11 grand. 11 down. 10.
All right, drop down 10.5. So no bids. Drop $10,000. No bids. Since I own a used car dealership, my day never stops. Customers, calls, employees, remembering inventory, and honestly, all this stuff is very easy for me to forget. And that's why I want to thank today's sponsor, Plod, for creating a tool that actually helps. They sent us the Plod Note. It's about the size of a credit card and barely thicker than a key. And it's one of the few gadgets that I can see myself using every single day. No screen, no clutter, and no drain on your phone. It's just simple, hands-free note-taking that keeps you focused. With one press, it starts recording discreetly and instantly. It transcribes in real time, labels speakers, supports over 100 languages, and stores everything on 64 gigabytes worth of memory with a 30-hour battery life. It's all backed by secure AWS cloud storage that's SOC2 and HIPAA compliant. But here's what sets it apart. Ask AI. It summarizes your recordings, pulls out action items, and lets you ask things like, all right, customer wants a cheap $3,000, $3,500 car, good on gas, and a Toyota. So I'm going to use Plod's Ask AI and see what it thinks. What would you recommend based on the customer's requirements? The 2004 Toyota Camry for $3,000 would be the best recommendation. If your day's full of conversations and context switching, this helps you stay sharp without missing a beat. Check out the Plod Note using the link down in the description and use code CQA10 at checkout to get $10 off. So check out the Plod Note using the link down in my description. It might just be the most productive tool you didn't know you needed. This is a postal person's dream right here. Starting to see more of them in the US because your mailbox is typically on the right-hand side of the road, and right-hand side of the road. It's on the side of the road that your house is. They go on the right-hand side of the road, and they're able to. What am I saying? People who deliver mail, they can just reach out and put mail in your mailbox. Doesn't matter what side of the road that your mail's on. We drive on the right-hand side of the road. There's a little comment on the bottom by my editor right now saying Brandon's an idiot. So go ahead and eat that up right now. Words are hard. No, that's probably the better one. That's probably better. But on the bottom, Brandon's an idiot first. Now words are hard. There we go. All right. So it's automatic. I'm very curious because this is a specialized vehicle right here. This is for certain use case here, and we see that a lot of times delivery drivers. Mail delivery drivers, especially in like rural, you can never say that word. Rural, there's urban, and then there's the other one. That's the one I'm trying to say. Words are continuously hard, especially with this. I just need to get away from this car. We're still gonna check it. Well, this is gonna, all right, go to inside. Jeep's rolling out. We got money. Got $7,000, 71, 72. 73, 74. All right, we're on this Jeep, right-handed drive Jeep. We're to $7,800. We're up to $8,000. Got $8,000. No sale, no sale, no sale. All right, let's check this Lexus out. It's a 2014. It's got 147,000 miles. I love Lexus, not as much as Toyota, but I mean, they're made by the same company, right? But Lexus just has a lot more parts to go wrong in it, just because what's up, man? There's Alex side. So this one is the ES300H, and outside body looks, I mean, it's fine for what it is. It's a little bit older car. We're gonna have some scratches, some dings, some dents here. We're gonna have some scratches behind the handle. Oh. Gross, I spoke too soon. All right, here's that Lexus. Try to start at $9,000, no bids, no bids. Drop down to $8,500, still no bids. Down to $8,000, still no bids. And somebody tried to start out $3,000 and the auctioneer wouldn't take it. Drop down $7,500, still no bids. All right, $4,000, we started out. Look, that's nasty. I don't even want to put my hand in anything in here. What exploded in this car? Look at all that. Stainage everywhere, dirt everywhere. Like, oh, gross. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, keep that. Should we even check this car now? Yeah, let's check it. Let's check it. This should be cheap. It better be cheap. If it's not cheap, then somebody didn't look on the inside of it. Like, the outside looks nothing like what the inside. The outside, it's fine, but oh, the inside, terrible. 147,000 miles. All right, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46.
47, roll that car.
All right, rolling it out. Still got bids coming in. Up to 48, 49, 5,000. Up to 51, $5,200 now. 5,400, 5,600. It's rolled out already. We're still bidding on it. Up to 6,000. 61. Got 6,100. Put on a phone call. Put it on a phone call. All right, so let's check this thing out. This is a repossessed car. This is a Hyundai Veloster. It's a 2016. It's got 89,000 miles on it. And you know what, we'll get the inside in a second. All right, yeah, check it out. The outside body, it looks like somebody did a little bit of personalization to this thing. I would show you the other side of it, but I don't think I can squeeze through there. So outside body looks pretty rough. Got some dents. That X is to mark this dent that's right here. I'm not sure if you can actually see it. Let's go. We'll go on the other side. Yeah, this side. I mean, here's another X ding line. Dent right here, X, and another big one right there. So we'll check the inside of this thing, and as you can imagine, with a repossessed vehicle, they are always nasty. And this one, more customization, right there. Let's see here, and usually this sign right here denotes that it was at a mechanic shop, and usually it has some kind of severe problem mechanically. I don't know why dealers don't ever take those down, because that tells me that there's something majorly wrong with this car other than it being a repo, and I don't want to buy it. So anyway, we'll check this out and see what a dealer will actually pay for this thing. All right, this one's rolling out. It's a repo Veloster. They're at 1,600 on that Veloster, that repo. No sell, needs 4,000. So recently, we've actually bought a repo to sell on our lot. Now, this is a very, very rare thing for us to do, just really because the quality of repos. Now, I'm a car dealer that sells cars that are $5,000 and under, but even for us, the quality of repos that come through a lot of these auctions is very, very low. So even for us to not buy a lot of these repos, even though in a lot of cases they're a lot cheaper, well, it's because they're absolute junk. So that should tell you how bad the quality is of a lot of these repos. They're dirty, they're smashed in. Now, dirty is something that we can typically work with. Like we can detail these cars, we can get trash out of them. But usually when they're destroyed like that, when they have lots of trash, when they have a lot of this cosmetic damage and stuff, that means the car just wasn't taken care of. And in a lot of cases, they're so far mechanically gone because, I mean, these people that are actually buying these cars and not making payments on it, if something goes wrong with the car, well, I mean, they know they're going to lose it, so why would they fix it? Why would they keep it up? Why would they even change the oil, do maintenance and stuff? And that's what worries us a lot about repos. So if we're going to buy a repo, we know that we're taking a gamble on it. So it needs to be very, very cheap, and it needs to, we give it an extra once over. And it's going to be very rare that we ever buy any of these repos, but we have to make sure that it fits our requirements of us actually buying a repo. And I said early on in this video that there was actually a repo we bought for our lot, and I would love to show you right now, but guess what? Well, we got it back to the lot and it's got problems. Now, when we buy these repos, we know that we're gambling, and this one we probably gambled wrong on it. Now it's a 2008 Subaru, looks a lot like this one right here that's behind me, and we only paid $1,000 for it. So I mean, if we're going to buy a repo, it's got to be real cheap, and then it's got to pass our checks or whatever. But we're not perfect. We check these cars. If they go through cheap, sometimes we gamble, and on this Subaru, we're probably going to lose on it. But that's just the risk we take. Now, a lot of times these repos, they're a lot cheaper, so we can actually make a lot more money if we find one that's good. Keep in mind, just that 1 out of every 10 that we're actually going to check is going to be even worth us bidding on. So yeah, it's a lot of extra work, but we stand to make a lot more money on a repo, because just like that Subaru that we bought is getting worked on now, if it was okay, then okay, we paid $1,000 for it. It's probably like a $3,500 car, and we would sell it probably $3,000, $2,500, and we can make a lot of quick, easy money on those cars because we buy them so cheaply. But in this situation, we lose. So you've probably noticed throughout this video that just about everyone, if not every one of these cars that you've seen at this auction, were either no sold or put on an if bid. If bid just means they try to get the sale done. They try to get the deal done after the auction. And I would think that a lot of these cases, they're so far apart that it's not going to get done. And what's happening right now is we're in a downtrending market for the car market. And what's happening is a lot of these small independent used car dealers like myself are very slow. Even us, over the last couple weeks, we've been a lot slower than I would have anticipated. A lot of these other dealers are experiencing the exact same thing. So what happens? Well, they're not going to auction, or the ones that are going to auction, well, they're not bidding up these cars as much as they have been over the last month, 2 months, because there's just not demand from our customers right now. So these franchise dealers who actually bring in these cars to sell, well, they still want the moon for a lot of these cars, but the market's actually down here now, and it's going to continue to go down. So these franchise dealers actually have to chase the market down. So they'll offer the car for whatever, $10,000 one week. It only brings $9,000. Okay, well, maybe next week they'll say, okay, well, we'll bring it down to maybe $9,500, but then it only brings $8,500. Then they'll run it again for the next week, and it'll end up that they'll say, okay, you know what, the market is changing. We're seeing the prices, the bids are coming down lower. So they'll lower their floor down to $9,000. But now it might only bring $8,200, $8,300, and they're like scratching their head like, well, 2 weeks ago it brought $9,000, and now we can't even sniff $9,000 at this point. This is what happens in a downtrending market. And all of a sudden, what will happen, and what we're starting to see, is that these franchise dealers will start cutting loose of cars. And when they do that, you see a massive whoosh down in the wholesale data. We're seeing it in Black Book. We're seeing it in MMRs right now, where a lot of these dealers are starting to cut loose. And when you get all of them starting to cut loose, when they go through 3, maybe 4 weeks of no sales, well, they have to start turning inventory. They have to start turning their wholesale inventory, so they let it go. And it seems like every year it happens all at one time. And then you get this massive whoosh. I call it this mini crash every year after tax time, beginning of summer. That a lot of these dealers, a lot of this wholesale data, you'll see it in the actual data that we get a crash. And I'm already seeing it with my cars right here, where stuff, I mean, like these Lexus that I have behind me. This one I'm selling for $3,500. This one I'm selling for $4,000. These things on a wholesale level would have been close to that amount 3-4 months ago. So I'm already seeing it, and I'm making money on these things. I probably paid $2,500 for this one. I probably paid $2,600, $2,700, $2,800 for the one that we're selling for $4,000. So we're already seeing that our prices are coming down. In our market, the lower end of the market, it gets hit first, and it gets hit the fastest. So we're going to see that bleed into the mid-tier range of cars. We're going to see that bleed into the upper range cars. It all is connected, and that's what I foresee going forward. And we can see it already in the system right now. As you see, all these no sales, all these if bids. No longer are the dealers just buying anything and everything and paying whatever the franchise dealers want. Nope. We got to have prices come down so you can actually meet where the buyers are.